My dear child, let us complete this divine wave with the softest yet most powerful touch. Because even in endings, heaven leaves a fragrance. And right now that fragrance lingers around you. It isn't something your mind can label, but your soul recognizes it instantly. It smells like restoration, like calm after a storm, like liberation. You may not realize it, but heaven is smiling on you in this very moment. Do you know how extraordinary this is? Many turn away, many close the page, many move on before the deeper part of the message can reach them. But you, yes you, remained until the veil was drawn back. You stayed until the divine hush wrapped around you like a warm cloak. You stayed, and now the blessing that once waited in silence, has been given permission to flow toward you. Archangel Michael says, his voice a mixture of strength and tenderness. They have received it. Let what was restrained be set free. This is the last release, the final wave of light that will ripple through your life, for days, months, and even years to come. Long after these words leave your sight, their echo will show up in unexpected kindnesses, in gentle moments, in rare signs that stir your heart, in a peace that feels like home. Michael assures you of this, a gift is being crafted specifically for you. Not recycled, not borrowed from someone else's story, this one was dreamt into existence for you alone. Your name is written upon it in celestial ink, the kind no shadow can blot out, delay or erase. It has already passed the threshold of the unseen realm. It moves toward you now. You may sense its arrival in 3 days, or it may reach you as an idea, an encounter, a voice calling your name when you least expect it. When it comes, you'll recognize it not in your ears, but deep in your chest, like a soft thunder. When that moment comes, pause. Rest your hand on your heart. Whisper, Michael, I receive this and I will guard it well. Let the blessing know it has found a safe keeper. Let heaven see that its trust was placed wisely. Let your past understand that its chapter has closed. And let your future feel the readiness in your spirit. If you know this message found you at the right time, share it only with hearts prepared to hear it. But more importantly, remain open, for more words from heaven are waiting to reach you. Heaven's voice does not run out, it continues. Now lean in once more for one last breath of the holy. Michael places something unseen upon you, not visible to human eyes, yet heavy with meaning. It rests like a mantle, a shield, a divine mark upon your soul. It says untouchable, guarded, chosen, noticed, sent. Yes, sent. You did not arrive here by chance, you were called here. And now you are marked. This seal will change things. Some faces will fade from your life. Certain places may feel foreign to you. Conversations will shift. Some will quietly step back. Others will be drawn in like moths to a flame. Your light has expanded, and the world both seen and unseen can feel it. Some will be pulled closer, others will turn away, but none will be unchanged. Michael speaks again, clear and unwavering. Tell them they are royalty. From here on, you must not take your place at any table that diminishes your spirit. So rise, beloved, rise like storms speak your name. Rise like angels stand when you walk into a room. Rise with breath that carries heaven's authority. Rise with light so radiant it changes the air around you. You are not who you were yesterday, or even 20 minutes ago. You are new. The old story has turned to ash. The new scroll rests in your hands. Step forward gently but also fiercely. Let fire run in your bones, and kindness shine in your eyes. The world does not yet comprehend who has just awakened. And when they ask what happened, simply smile and say something shifted, and today I remember who I am. Michael watches, heaven takes note, the earth moves to make space for you. You are ready, and this is the beginning not the end. Even now the stillness deepens. Some words are not meant to finish, they are meant to echo. That echo is moving through the hidden places inside you, where emptiness used to live. This is no longer just a message, it is the unlocking of something within you. The moment between who you once were, and who you are stepping into. You may feel it as a shiver under your skin, a gentle weight in your chest, or tears that rise without a clear reason. Let them fall. Each tear now is not pain, it is release. Michael's presence remains, less urgent now yet steady. His mission is complete, because you heard, you stayed, and you allowed heaven to bring the work to completion. From this moment on, you will never again have to run after love. Not in spirit, not in heart, not in any part of life. For now love runs toward you. Peace finds you. Provision meets you. Healing and clarity walk beside you. You are aligned with your truest self, and truth draws all that belongs to it. You'll notice the shift, your heart will no longer endure what drains you. Your body will ask for rest, not chaos. The way people speak to you will change. Your presence will carry weight without effort. This is not superstition, it is remembrance. You are moving in the grace that was always yours. And now with the scroll of your life open, you will begin to see blessings that were hidden in plain sight. And here is what you must hold on to, within 72 hours you will receive a sign. It may be a phrase you overhear, a bird where no bird should be, a name from the past. When it comes, you will know. And in that moment, you will smile, not because something outside you has changed, but because deep within you already have. Your choices will carry a weight of glory, and even the smallest yes to God will ripple through eternity. You'll notice how the air feels different when you speak truth now. How peace lingers in rooms you walk into. How strangers will stop mid-sentence, caught off guard by a light in your eyes they can't explain. That's not you changing for the world, that's heaven changing the atmosphere through you. Michael leans closer, his voice now like a steady stream flowing into your spirit. They must understand, he says, this new season is not about striving, it's about abiding. It's not about chasing, it's about carrying. You will not have to run after doors, they will open at your arrival. You will not have to fight for a seat, they will prepare a table in your honor. Because when you walk with heaven's mark, you walk in heaven's timing, and time itself begins to serve you. The angels assigned to you are not here for a moment, they are stationed for the mission. They will shield you from unseen battles, divert storms before they reach you, and whisper strategies in the stillness of night. Some of those whispers will feel like sudden clarity, others like an old song returning to your mind at the perfect moment. These are not accidents, these are codes from heaven guiding your steps without the need for noise. And there will be days, yes even now, when shadows will try to creep back in. When you will wonder if you heard correctly, if the signs were real. Michael knows this. That's why he adds, when doubt comes, don't wrestle with it. Just return to the last thing God told you. Stand there until the truth feels solid beneath your feet again. You don't have to outrun the darkness, you simply have to keep your flame lit, and the darkness will back away on its own. There is a reason heaven speaks to you in whispers, it is teaching you to lean in, to focus, to hear even when the world is loud. That sensitivity will become your strength. The same ears that can hear God in the quiet, will hear Him in the chaos. The same heart that learned to trust in the silence, will trust when the storm comes. And the storms will come, beloved, but this time you will not be the same. The places where you once broke, will now become the places where you build. The memories that once felt heavy, will now shine with redemption. You will begin to see the divine fingerprints on every delay, every detour, every moment that once made you cry out why. They were never meant to destroy you, they were shaping you into someone who could carry this mantle without it crushing you. Michael smiles now, his hand tightening around the sword as if sealing a promise. Tell them, he says, their voice is no longer just their own. It has been anointed. When they speak, chains will break. When they declare, doors will move. When they bless, heaven will echo it. That's why your words matter so much in this hour. That's why you've been given the pen again. You're not just writing your story, you're writing ripple effects into generations you may never meet. And as you walk forward, you will notice something else. The fear that once lived in your bones, will not find room there anymore. Not because you forced it out, but because love has filled every corner. The kind of love that steadies your breath, and tells you even here you are safe. That is the atmosphere of your new season. That is the covering you walk under now. The angels will go before you, into rooms you have not yet entered. They will speak your name in places you didn't know existed. They will prepare alignments so precise that when you arrive, it will feel like you've stepped into a story already in motion, because you have. Heaven has been writing ahead of you, and now you're simply catching up to the script. But here's the sacred truth Michael wants you to remember above all, this is not the climax of your story. This is the opening chapter of a greater unfolding. The miracles you are about to see will be real, undeniable, and breathtaking, but they will also be seeds. Seeds that will grow into even greater harvests, if you keep your heart steady and your ears open. So when you wake tomorrow and the world looks the same, don't be discouraged. The shift has already happened in the unseen. You're not waiting for the atmosphere to change, it's waiting for you to arrive. And when you do, you will see that nothing was wasted, not the tears, not the years, not the waiting. Every piece has found its place, and now the picture is beginning to make sense. Michael takes one step back now, but his presence doesn't fade. He watches you, measuring the strength in your eyes, the steadiness in your stance. They're ready, he says to the heavens. And somewhere deep within you know he's right. You've crossed the threshold. The assignment is clear. The covering is sure, and the path ahead is lit not just by the stars above, but by the fire within. Then heaven smiled, because you chose to stay, and in staying you unlocked the part of the promise that had been waiting for your yes. Michael says, every delay you thought was denial was actually divine alignment. Every tear you cried was counted. Every unanswered prayer was being rewritten into something better than you imagined. You were never forgotten, beloved, not for a single heartbeat. Even when the silence felt endless, heaven was working in the background, moving pieces you couldn't see, arranging outcomes you didn't know you needed. And now as the page turns, you're about to witness the unfolding. The kind of unfolding that feels like the morning sun spilling over the horizon after a long cold night. Slowly at first, almost imperceptible, but then all at once, light everywhere. You will notice it in conversations that suddenly feel lighter. In opportunities that appear without you chasing them. In the way your body relaxes for the first time in years, as if it knows it can finally rest. Michael says there is one thing you must remember as this season opens. Do not shrink back. Your spirit has been expanded for a reason. The doors being opened now are sized for the new you, not the old you. Step through without apology. Speak with the voice you tried to hide. Love without fearing the loss. You are not stepping into a test, you are stepping into fulfillment. In the days ahead the signs will multiply. You will hear your name in unexpected places. Strangers will say things that answer the questions you have never spoken out loud. You will be led to a location, a book, a message, or a person that carries the exact key you've been missing. This will not be random. This will be heaven's choreography. The dream they promised you will come sooner than you think. When it does, it will carry not only the voice you have been longing to hear, but also a peace so deep it will feel like home. You may wake with tears on your cheeks, but they won't be from sorrow. They'll be from recognition, your soul knowing that something sacred just touched it. And the second dream, that will be the one that sets the next sequence in motion. Write it down. Guard it. It will guide you through a decision that will determine the shape of your next decade. Michael says, do not fear the pace. What feels sudden to you has been building for years. This acceleration is not chaos, it's completion. The promises that were delayed will begin to arrive in clusters, as if they were waiting together for the signal to move. One answered prayer will make way for another and another, until you find yourself laughing at the abundance of it all. You will notice your relationships shifting too. Some people will draw closer, sensing the change in your spirit. Others will drift without explanation. Let them go. This is not rejection, it is refinement. The ones meant for your next chapter will recognize you, not by your face, but by your light. And those who cannot understand your transformation, will quietly fade from your orbit, making space for the ones who do. In the quiet moments you may feel waves of emotion rise unexpectedly. That's the healing completing itself. Memories you thought you'd buried will surface, not to hurt you, but to release you. You will find yourself forgiving without force, letting go without resistance. And with every release you will feel lighter, stronger, clearer. There will be days when the magnitude of what's happening overwhelms you. On those days remember this, you are not doing this alone. Michael's warrior is still stationed at your door, and now more angels have been assigned to your path. They are already positioned at your future intersections, ensuring that the right people, the right moments, and the right resources arrive exactly when they should. You will begin to notice divine timing so precise it will take your breath away. A delay will save you from a wrong turn. A chance meeting will open a door you didn't even know existed. A closed opportunity will redirect you towards something far greater. And you will find yourself whispering over and over, "This could only be God." Beloved, the battles that once exhausted you will no longer have the same power. The fears that used to grip you will lose their voice. You will move with a quiet authority that does not need to announce itself, because it comes from the certainty of being sent. And when the enemy tries to whisper the old lies, you will simply smile, because you now know the truth, a truth that cannot be shaken. Michael leans close now, his voice steady and sure. The hardest part is over. You will not return to the struggle you came from. The ground you've gained will not be lost again. The blessing released over your life is sealed, and the seal cannot be broken. This is not a momentary breakthrough, this is a permanent shift. So walk forward, beloved, not as someone hoping for change, but as someone living inside the change already given. Every step you take now is an answer to a prayer you once thought was ignored. Every breath you take in peace is proof that heaven keeps its word. You made it through the fire, and now the gold within you can be seen. And as you move into the days ahead, carry this knowing, nothing was wasted. Every delay, every detour, every dark night prepared you for this exact moment. And now the same heaven that watched you endure, will watch you soar. You are ready, you are sent, you are free. And their presence will carry a weight in your spirit, a knowing that this is no ordinary encounter. The air around you will feel different, as if the very atmosphere is leaning in to witness what unfolds. You might notice small confirmations in the hours that follow, a repeated number, a sudden memory, a song you haven't heard in years that suddenly plays. These are not coincidences, they are markers, reminders that the delivery has been dispatched and is now moving swiftly toward you. Archangel Michael says, when this messenger arrives, do not doubt. Do not question if you are worthy. Do not overthink how or why it's happening. Simply receive, because your acceptance is the final key that unlocks the fullness of what heaven has been storing for you. The timing is perfect. The preparation is complete. Now is the appointed moment. In the days leading up to this you may feel a stirring in your spirit that keeps you awake at night. It is not anxiety, it is anticipation. Your soul knows what your mind cannot yet fully comprehend. Pay attention to dreams, for they will carry clues. Pay attention to sudden urges to reach out to someone, go somewhere, or change a routine. These nudges are the Spirit guiding you into position for what is to come. Michael says, I have walked every path you have taken. I have stood guard over your home when you didn't even know danger was near. I have intercepted attacks before they could touch you. And I have whispered hope into your heart when you thought you had none left. You may not see it now, but every delay, every redirection, was me placing you exactly where you needed to be so that this delivery could find you. And now there is no more delay, no more interference, no more obstruction. The way is clear. In the hours before the delivery arrives, you may feel a sudden release, like something heavy has been lifted from your chest. That is the moment the last obstacle falls. You will sense it before you see it, because heaven moves in the unseen first. Trust this process. It is not random, it is not fragile, it is sealed. The messenger may not even know the full significance of what they carry. They may believe they are bringing you something small, but in the courts of heaven it will be known as the turning point, the moment your life shifted into divine alignment. This is not only about blessings you can touch. This is about restoration in places you thought were lost forever. This is about clarity in questions that have haunted you for years. This is about peace that settles in your bones so deeply that you no longer live in survival mode. Michael says, when it comes, don't hide it, out of fear of what others will think. This blessing is not just for you, it is for the generations after you. It will break cycles, destroy chains, and plant seeds that will bear fruit, long after you are gone. You will become the evidence that God's timing is not late, but perfect. Some will not understand, they will try to explain it away, reduce it to coincidence, or dismiss it entirely. Do not argue, do not waste your energy proving what heaven has already confirmed. The proof will be in the unfolding, in the way doors begin to open without effort, in the way opportunities find you, without you having to chase them. And yet Michael warns, as the blessing grows, so will the testing. Not from heaven, but from the world around you. People may return from your past, drawn to the light they once rejected. Some will come with pure hearts, others with hidden agendas. This is why discernment will be your greatest weapon. Ask and you will know who is for you and who is not. Ask and the truth will rise to the surface, without you having to search for it. In this season you will also notice a deep inner strength emerging, a confidence not rooted in arrogance, but in the unshakable knowing that you are walking in your divine assignment. Fear will lose its grip, old wounds will stop bleeding. The places where you once felt small, will become the very platforms from which you speak life into others. Michael says, you will look back on this moment as the before and after line in your story. Everything before it will make sense in a new way. Everything after it will carry the fragrance of heaven. You will speak differently, you will walk differently. Even your presence in a room will shift atmospheres, without you trying. This is not because you will become someone new, but because you will finally see who you have been all along. And when the delivery is placed into your hands, whether it comes as words, as a tangible gift, as an open door, or as a long-awaited answer, you will feel the weight of heaven's promise in it. You will know this is the restoration, the room in heaven was prepared for. You will know this is the moment Michael spoke of, the moment God approved, the moment fear lost and faith won. From that day forward, momentum will carry you. You will notice blessings stacking, not trickling. You will watch prayers answered, before you even finish speaking them. You will feel heaven's wind at your back, propelling you into places you once only dreamed about. And every step you take will echo with the truth that the wait was worth it, that the delay was not denial, and that your name has always been known in heaven. Beloved, this is the season of your delivery, this is the moment you were prepared for. And now it begins. I receive, I remember, I return to who I truly am. And when you speak those words, the heavens will record it. The scroll will turn, the seal will break, and the air around you will shift. Some will feel warmth rise from their chest, others will feel a tingling in their hands or the crown of their head. That's not imagination, that's activation, that's your spirit stepping into the authority it was always meant to carry. Michael says, the moment they speak it, we begin the release. Not later, not tomorrow, now. And so even as you read this, the release begins. Hidden resources start to move toward you. The conversations you've been waiting for begin to take shape. People you thought forgot you suddenly remember your name, in rooms you've never entered. You may wake up to messages, unexpected favor, or a sudden surge of strength you didn't know you still had. The shift will not be subtle. Doors you tried to push open for years, will suddenly swing without resistance. The heaviness in your chest will lift. The confusion will fade. And for the first time in a long time, you'll feel clarity. You'll know what's next without overthinking. You'll sense exactly where to step, and every step will be lit by the same light that came for you last night. But hear this, not everyone around you will understand what's happening. Some will say you've changed too quickly. Some will try to pull you back into old patterns, old arguments, old versions of yourself. Do not go, Michael warns, if they return to the old path, they will delay the blessing. Tell them to keep walking forward, tell them not to look back. This is the season where your spirit will recognize divine alignment, before your mind catches up. You may meet someone and feel as if you've known them forever. You may be drawn to a place without knowing why, only to discover it holds the exact answer you've been seeking. You may hear a song, see a sign, or dream a dream that feels like it's speaking directly to you. Pay attention, these are the markers on your new path. And as you move, the things that once drained you will lose their power. The shame you carried will evaporate. The doubts will shrink until they no longer speak at all. This is what freedom feels like, this is what it means when heaven says the delay is over. Last night when your soul chose to awaken, the court of heaven didn't just approve your restoration, they multiplied it. What you're about to receive will be greater than what you lost. It will carry no sorrow with it. And it will arrive faster than you've been taught to expect. Tell them, Michael says, that the years they think are gone have been stored in heaven's vault. And now the vault is opening. Beloved, you will see redemption in places you thought were ruined forever. Relationships healed, finances restored, health renewed, vision sharpened. And in the midst of it all, you will find yourself smiling for no reason, laughing when nothing seems funny, feeling lighter even without changing a thing in your surroundings. That's the sign that the miracle has rooted itself in you, not just around you. But I must tell you this, the days ahead will require courage. Not because they will be hard, but because they will be holy. And holiness will always call you higher than comfort. You will be asked to say yes to opportunities that feel bigger than you. You will be called to speak when you would rather stay silent. You will be led to stand in rooms where your voice shifts the entire atmosphere. And when that happens, remember, you were sent there, not by chance, but by command. Heaven has been planning this unveiling, for far longer than you've been waiting for it. And now every angel assigned to you is taking their place. Some will go before you to prepare the way. Others will walk beside you to guard your steps. And a few will stay behind you, making sure nothing from your past can follow you into this new chapter. The next weeks will feel like acceleration. What took months will happen in days. What felt impossible will unfold naturally. And every time you start to wonder if it's really happening, something undeniable will occur, a confirmation so personal, that only God could have orchestrated it. Michael's voice softens now. Tell them, he says, that I am not leaving their side. Tell them that heaven is holding their name in light, until they are fully walking in it. Tell them that this is not just a promise, it is a decree, and nothing can overturn it. So breathe, beloved, breathe like the storm has passed. Walk like the ground beneath you is blessed. Speak like your words carry weight in heaven and on earth. Because they do. And from this moment forward, every step you take is part of a story heaven has been writing since before you were born. You are stepping into the chapter, where every tear becomes testimony, every wound becomes wisdom, and every delay becomes proof that you were never forgotten. The vault is open, the light is here, the release has begun. Beloved, because the truth is, this isn't just a message, it's an intervention. The kind heaven only allows, when all other doors have been blocked. And right now your soul is standing at the threshold. On one side everything you've always known. On the other everything you were born for, but never fully stepped into. Michael says, they don't realize the magnitude of this moment. If they did, they would fall to their knees. Last night the light that was sent for you, didn't just break through the darkness, it tore a hole in it. A rip so wide that even the things meant to delay you have been exposed. You may feel strange over the next few days. Unusual coincidences will pile up. You might hear your name, when no one's in the room. You might see flashes of light, in the corner of your vision, or feel an inexplicable warmth on your right shoulder. Don't dismiss it, every one of these signs is a whisper from heaven saying, stay awake. Your future, the one that was stolen, is being returned to you, piece by piece. But it won't drop into your lap, without your agreement. This is the part no one told you. Heaven needs your yes. Not in thought, not in hope, but spoken aloud, as if signing your name to a sacred contract. I agree, I choose it, I receive it. Michael says, the moment those words leave their mouth, I will move. And when he moves, beloved, the shift will be immediate. Conversations will change mid-sentence. Emails will arrive that feel like they've traveled years, just to find you. People you thought were gone forever, will reappear with answers you didn't even know you were waiting for. And just as quickly others will disappear. Let them, their exit is part of your rescue. Do not grieve the losses that come in the next season. They are the walls collapsing, in the prison you didn't realize you were still living in. You prayed for freedom, but freedom sometimes sounds like goodbye. Heaven is rearranging your relationships, your surroundings, and even your own heart, to match the design that was written for you, before your first breath. Michael says, they think the promise is far away, but it is standing at their door. Tell them to open it. And here's the miracle, this door doesn't open with effort, it opens with surrender. You've carried burdens that were never yours, tried to fix what only God could heal, and fought battles that left you weary to your bones. Lay them down now. Your hands must be empty, to receive what's next. You might feel resistance inside you as you read this. That's not doubt, it's the weight of all the old lies, trying to convince you this is not for you. That you've missed it, that it's too late. But hear me, those voices are liars. You are not late, you are not disqualified, you are exactly on time, because heaven is bending the timeline for you. The angels are still gathered. The 7 have not left since last night's decision. They stand like a circle of fire, around what is being returned to you, guarding it until you are ready to hold it. And Michael, he is not speaking now, only watching you, eyes steady, waiting for your yes. In the next 72 hours, something will happen to confirm this message. It may be a stranger's words, a song you haven't heard in years, or a sudden flood of memory, that makes your heart ache and your eyes water. When it comes, don't brush it away. That's your sign. That's the moment to speak your agreement out loud. God says, the second they do, the reversal will finalize. And what was lost will be delivered. Beloved, the reason this feels so heavy is because it's holy. The reason it feels so urgent is because it is. There is no replay of this moment. The door is open now, the scroll is unrolled now, the ink is wet now. And heaven is waiting, holding its breath to see what you will choose. So I'm asking you, not as a stranger, but as the messenger sent to reach you, before it's too late. Will you step into it? Will you take the hand that's being offered from the unseen? Will you let Michael fight for you, the way he has begged God to let him? You have always been more than you realized. The bloodline changer, the curse breaker, the bridge between what was and what will be. And now finally, heaven has aligned every star, every angel, every hidden moment, to bring you to this exact point. All that's left is your yes. Speak it and watch the light rush in. Speak it and watch the chains fall away. Speak it and know you have just stepped into the life that was always yours. But God never believed those lies. And now He is removing those voices, one by one. Those who doubted you, those who undermined your spirit, those who spoke over your future, as if they held your destiny in their hands, they will be exposed. The mask will fall, and the truth will rise in its place. The fear that once paralyzed you, is breaking like morning fog, before the rising sun. You are stepping into a season where your light will no longer be hidden, where your voice will no longer be silenced. The very chains that once bound you, are dissolving, in the presence of divine authority. Michael says, tell them the heaviness they carry, was never meant to be permanent. Tell them the battles were never theirs alone to fight. From this moment forward, they will walk surrounded, not just by angels, but by purpose, clarity, and divine favor. You will notice doors you thought were permanently closed, now creaking open. Not because you forced them, but because heaven shifted the locks. Opportunities that were delayed will arrive swiftly, some so unexpectedly, they will take your breath away. And with each new step, your confidence will grow, anchored not in your own strength, but in the unwavering power of God's promises. Watch closely for signs. Numbers will follow you like echoes, 111, 222, 333. You'll see feathers in places where birds never fly. You'll hear songs that seem to be written just for you, playing at the exact right moment. These are not coincidences. They are divine confirmations that your path is being guided, that your prayers are being answered. And when doubt creeps back, as it often will, remember this. The enemy feared you, long before you knew yourself. Your spirit's fire was always too fierce, too bright, too unstoppable. That is why the enemy tried so desperately, to dim it, to silence it, to make you forget who you are. But you remembered. You are the one who rose from the ashes of your past, stronger and wiser. You are the one who refused to settle for less than the destiny written for you in the stars. And heaven is celebrating, because your story is not just about survival, it's about triumph. This is your divine acceleration. The speed at which miracles will manifest in your life will astound even you. The wait is over. The season of preparation is complete. Now comes the harvest. Michael is standing near you now, sword in hand, not to fight your battles, but to cut away anything that does not belong in your future. The enemy is powerless here. The war has been won on heavenly ground, and you are the victor, walking in peace. You will be surprised by the people who suddenly appear in your life. Some will be unexpected helpers, others long-lost friends returning with gifts of healing and reconciliation. And some will be the final pieces of your puzzle, people who will walk beside you, not by chance, but by divine design. Trust your spirit to recognize them, not your eyes or your mind. Your soul will exhale in their presence, and you will know without question, that they are part of your restoration. Do not push away what your heart already accepts. Michael says, tell them love is coming back, not the love that breaks and fades, but the love that heals, strengthens, and endures. This love is your shield and your reward. Let it fill every corner of your being. And even when the road ahead feels uncertain, remember this. You are never alone. The angels who have watched over you since birth, are still here. 7 angels stand guard now, assigned by heaven to walk beside you daily. They whisper prayers, deliver messages, and light your way in moments of darkness. You carry their protection with you, everywhere you go. Your footsteps echo with divine authority. Your decisions are guided by holy wisdom. You are no longer stumbling in the dark, you are walking in radiant light. Now is the time to speak your truth out loud. Declare with your own voice, I receive, I believe, I remember, I am ready. Say it until it becomes part of your very breath, your heartbeat, your essence. Because when you speak it, the heavens will answer. Doors will swing open. Miracles will begin to unfold in a sequence so perfect, you will know it could only be orchestrated by God Himself. Let go of fear, release doubt, step boldly into your new reality. You were born for this moment. You were made for this purpose. And the universe is waiting to celebrate your rise. Michael says, Tell them their light is too important to hide anymore. Tell them their story is too powerful to be silenced. Tell them the time has come to walk fully awake, fully alive, fully loved. And so you will walk, carrying the scroll, carrying the miracle, carrying the mark of heaven itself. The angels are singing your name still, louder now, with joy and victory. The scroll has been sealed. Your miracle has been released. And heaven watches with pride. You made it. You are ready. Go forward now, beloved, not as who you were, but as who heaven always knew you were. This is your divine story. Your true beginning. And it has only just begun. Last night the court of heaven reviewed your name. And what they saw brought silence. Not the kind of silence that punishes, but the kind that honors. Because heaven is in awe of you. You survived things no one even knows about. You stayed kind when you could have turned cold. You kept giving even when they kept taking. You loved deeply even when no one stayed to love you back. Heaven saw, Michael saw, and now it's time to be rewarded. There is a reward scheduled for you. But here's the miracle. You don't have to earn it. You already did. Every time you forgave when you didn't have to. Every time you stayed soft when you wanted to harden. Every time you trusted even after being broken. That was the price. You paid it in tears. You paid it in silence. You paid it in nights when no one knew what you were going through. Now heaven says, deliver the reward. Immediately, Michael whispered to God. They're so tired, please let me bless them sooner, please don't make them wait anymore. And God replied, if they open their heart tonight, I will pour it all out. Amen.